Right now we're joined, as I said, by a young man who's been in the control room for the last few months. We're joined by Bryant. Ryan is a 2017 graduate of Hart County High School. And Ryan, I believe you said you're headed to Valdosta State?
Yes, I am. In August 10th, we move in.
Okay. Now, Ryan, the videos you've prepared deal with a trip that TSA?
As our film crew, we went for the STN Convention.
I know. What is that?
It's the Student Television Network Convention.
Okay. And that is in Anaheim, California?
Yes, it is.
All right. I've got, well, Wes has got 3 videos, and I'm going to let you do the talk on these.
All right.
And tell us what we're looking at.
Okay. All right, yeah, this right here is when we first arrived at LAX, and we were traveling through the airport, and from here is we went to the place and we got our rental vans and stuff. And for the majority of our first day there, this is what this clip is. The majority of our time there on our first day was just touring Southern California. Okay. So there are many shots in this video of just sites that we saw.
I recognize that. That's the control tower at LAX.
Yes, it is.
Now, how many of you kids from Hart County were at this?
I think our group was 13,
okay.
Plus Coach Gaines and his wife was 15
okay.
people.
Okay. Quite a difference coming from Hartwood, Georgia to Anaheim, California.
Oh, yes, it is. The jet lag got to me real quick. Okay. Yes.
I know. We're headed to the hotel.
Oh, no, these were still sightseeing. Like we stopped at In-N-Out Burger, as you see right here.
Okay. Holy cow.
The food was really good there. I wasn't expecting anything of it, but it was really good. And I tried to take some with me, but they wouldn't let me. Okay. Yeah, like footage that I filmed, I'm using in a vlog. I'm going to be putting on my YouTube channel.
Okay. All right. Now, student television uses what?
The Student Television Network, it sort of involves film, television, news, like sports broadcasting, such like that, like just filming in general.
Okay. And what are we looking at there? Just scenes?
Yes, that's the Hollywood sign. We're just driving in that direction. And so like entering Southern California. Just the streets, the palm trees, like the scenery that's familiar with California. And there's the Crenshaw, I think Crenshaw Boulevard, like a familiar street.
Right.
And there's some artwork and stuff.
Wow.
It was real cool to see in person. And they're like familiar hills in Santa Monica. Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, we went there later on after we did Capitol Records. And that right there is actually Warner Brothers studio. Shows and films.
Right. Harry Potter there.
Yeah. Hopefully I'd like to work there one day. Like hopefully if I'm lucky. And there's the water tower.
You see that a lot on a lot of television shows now.
There's Brenda Vista. With the there's Walt Disney Studios. There's the ABC, the headquarters. And there's I think it's Sunset Boulevard. There's where the Jimmy Kimmel live show is filmed. And then in the corner you can see the Walk of Fame with the stars, and then where the people paste their footprints in the cement when they're honored.
Yeah. In
front of the Chinese theater.
Grummy's Chinese, I believe.
Yeah. It was just really
one stop there.
And there's Beverly Hills. We drove into Beverly Hills a little bit. We stopped to get some pizza before we came back, and that's pretty much it for our first day. And then our second day, I believe, for the first day, that's when we went to downtown Disney. And you can see it right there on the sign. It says Disney California Adventure. And then we went to the gift shop. I didn't buy anything because I wanted to save my money. But yeah, we visited Disney, went to the gift shop, toured around, saw some sights and stuff. This clip isn't really that long. I was going to film the next day at Disneyland, so we actually went into the park, but I had technical difficulties when I was converting my storage over, and unfortunately my battery died, so I didn't really get much footage that day.
Okay. Right. This is something for your resume, correct?
Yeah, oh yes, definitely.
Okay. And you're going to Valdosta in the fall and be doing film down there?
I'll be majoring in mass media.
Okay. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I will have graduated from Valdosta State, so hopefully I'll be working on the set of a television show or a film, like working just like you do what you can to get a job, but hopefully like with my experience in school, I will have worked higher up in the ranks to maybe at least be getting to where I'd like to be one day.
Okay. All right, now this is still touring the area?
Yes, downtown Disney.
Now you told me last week that part of the fun of this was all this is shot outside the competition, because once you got in the competition, what did they say with cameras?
Oh, you had to pull them up. You had to pull them up. You couldn't because they didn't want you possibly bringing in extra footage that you could use. So they had told you to shut cameras off, shut phones off, and then when you get your equipment, you just got to work.
Okay, so basically everybody started from the same point.
Yes, everybody started at 8 o'clock and then everybody went to 4 o'clock, and that includes filming and editing, filming for 4 hours and editing for 4 hours.
This has got to be, it's got to be fun for you.
Oh yes.
Because it takes a little bit, I've been in Coach Gaines's room, and with all the you guys are doing things that I can only dream of. But to have the opportunity to do this is quite an accomplishment for 12 other students.
Yes, it is. Like in my blog, I talked about it, how it was an honor for us to be the first group of a film crew coming from Hartwell to go out to California and do this. I talked about how much of an honor it was, and I was glad to be sort of the
vanguard.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. There's that face again.
Yeah, this is actually when we went to Venice Beach. We went down to the pier on Venice Beach. That's very familiar in films and television and stuff. We rode the roller coaster, the Ferris wheel, and there's some beach art.
Yeah, talking about talent.
It was really cool to be there, because I've been to Savannah and Myrtle Beach. I've seen the Atlantic Ocean, but this was a
different world.
Yes, a completely different ocean I'd never seen before. I was just it wasn't much. It was just water, but it was just like the Pacific Ocean. This is a whole different water I've never seen before. It was just, it was really cool.
Like the story they tell about playing golf at Pebble Beach. If you hook one on 18 in the Pacific, the drop is Hawaii. Wow. When you started this as a freshman, what did you envision it? How did you envision it turning out by the time you graduated?
Well, I didn't actually get much into film until my sophomore year. I had an interest in film. I liked movies. I was I have an interest in movies. But I was more actually just into book writing and stuff like that. But then I got more into filming. I found out the process it takes, the writing behind it, the production, and I was just man, this is something I can get into, because it takes a creative mind to get into this, and I just think that I have a creative mind that I would be able to not be in charge technically, but at least have a hand in a production.
Well, Ryan, I appreciate what you've done. This is quite a piece of film, and best of luck with the Blazers.
Okay, thank you very much.
And once August 10th gets here, if you're back in town, feel free to stop by.
Oh, I will definitely.
Okay.